I remember the parking lot of my favorite fast food restaurant. It was a perfect spot, tucked in the back, next to the dumpster, where my truck could stay hidden. It's where I'd sit and eat 2 number 2 combos with 2 Diet Cokes for lunch. The spot was amazing, totally alone and hidden from the world. After lunch, I would go back to work, sit on my stool in the gym, and teach my students about health and wellness. I would teach them about the spark that was inside of them. And with hard work, facing your fears, and overcoming struggle, you could achieve anything in life. See, I was a middle school PE teacher shaping the physical, mental, and social lives of our nation's youth as a 410-pound coach. Was there still a spark inside me? I questioned, does the spark ever die? And the reason that I wondered that is because I couldn't feel mine. I felt broken. I felt beyond repair. I would sit on that stool and I would text my wife, "What's for dinner?" I was a big fan of curbside service because I didn't want to be seen in restaurants, but I love to eat. So curbside service and drive-thrus became my niche. After work, I would head home. But before I would head home, I would stop in that same parking lot for 5 more quick items off the dollar menu. And then once I finally got home, I'd have dinner waiting on me. I would sit on the couch and eat. It was my spot. I sat there and I ate until the house got quiet. And once everyone went to bed, I would get up, head to the pantry for a few more snacks. I love snacks. I would do this for a couple of weeks, and then I would decide, what am I doing? I'm going to start a diet on Monday. Monday just seemed right because it still allowed me to have the mindset of I could have my food over the weekend. Monday came, Monday went, and the next thing you know, it was Thursday. I had failed, and I never felt so alone. Out of the blue, I get an email asking if I was at a crossroads in my life. There was a picture of this beautiful beach. Was this real? So I checked into it, and sure enough, ABC, they were filming a new reality show to be named Castaways. So I stepped outside of my comfort zone, I applied, and 8 months later, I was a castaway swimming to a shore of a remote island in the South Pacific. I went from an island of my own making, alone in my truck, to being all alone stranded on an island in Indonesia. I wasn't alone. There was castaways on nearby islands. I had no idea how many castaways there were. I had no idea their locations. I didn't know when rescue would arrive, but I did know that rescue was looking for me. So I had 2 choices. I could survive long enough to be saved, or I could quit. Realizing that I'm on an island and I'm out of my comfort zone, I began to feel something. Was that my spark? At 410 pounds, I was washed up, but I wasn't washed out. Literally, I was washed up. On an island about a mile away, I saw a little blue speck, and it looked to be man-made. So I decided to swim across. And as I was swimming across, I got caught in an ocean tide, and it carried me for miles in the opposite direction. And as bad as I wanted to quit, I felt that spark. And I started kicking as hard as I could. I made it ashore. It was in me to survive my island. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Because during my weeks of surviving, I came across 5 other castaways, all from different walks of life, all with different struggle, but we all depended on each other's spark. That feeling of companionship and togetherness, it grew my spark. I wanted them to survive as much now as I wanted to survive. It became my purpose to have us make it. And my attitude transformed from I got this to we got this. We were rescued after 41 days. I discovered the secret to growing my spark. After you feel it, to make it grow, the secret is to involve others. To survive your island full of fear, joy, and struggle, you have to have the mindset, we got this. As you come across others, look for the spark in them, and together it creates a purpose. I realize there's a purpose with others, and my spark grew. I believe it never completely goes out. I was rescued after being washed up on an island in the South Pacific. The spark was in me all along. Once I found it, I lost over 175 pounds through a healthy and active lifestyle. Aren't we all just trying to survive our own island? To survive yours, find purpose in others, and you will feel that motivation to push yourself further than ever. We got this.